Hello and we're back. SVU game 2 up 1-0 and we're looking to take this 2-0, Josh. I'm excited to see. That was a great game, close game. We saw both teams have to lead multiple times, but ultimately that team fighting from SVU too strong.
It was awesome. Really, really strong out of P. Diddy. You got to worry though. Pick ban phase we've seen up here. Pioneers banning out that volley bear right away this time after seeing what he could do to him last game. So.
Yeah, Volley Bear and the Singed off the table. We saw them wreak havoc against the Pioneers. P. Diddy really showing up. There's the Kled coming in for Scorpy. So that's going to be an interesting pick. We also have Darius. So not a great matchup for Darius. He can do some things, but Kled just really good. He can dive into the queue from Darius. So that really denies any ability of him to, hit the edge of that. Xin Zhao, Scion. P. Diddy's been picking this up, Josh. Have you seen the Jungle Scion?
Jungle Scion has been popping up recently, hasn't it? And it's actually really, really scary I think, into a lot of what the Pioneers are looking to do, right? He's just so beefy. The dude has health for days.
Yeah, he just has an unlimited amount of health, and then he regains his health when he dies and becomes a zombie. So there's the Malzahar ban. Even though he's going towards his fate, he does not like the Malzahar here from Locker. Locker on his Victor. We've seen him love that Victor in the past. And it's a good matchup into TF. TF wants to roam, but Victor has that instant wave clear with his E. He can just shove, deny the roam from TF, keep him under his tower. But Twisted Fate is going to be a scary pick here if they can utilize that ultimate.
Yeah, for sure. Our final bands coming out here. We got rid of the Yasuo from last game on SVU's side, which you like to see. In fact, a lot of mid lane bands, right? The One, the Silas.
Yeah. And Hecarim band coming out here as well. There's the Gangplank band again. So we're going to have to see what the bot lanes bring us. There's the Ezreal. We saw it banned in game 1. They nabbed it this game. Xayah again for Cool Man Ray. A good pick there. I think it's great into the TF. You can deny the gold card. You can back off disengage. You can deny the brand ult. So it should be nicer for SVU. A similar comp, I think, for them. While we see a totally different comp here from the Pioneers, instead of going for the wombo combo engage, they're going for more of a team fight comp, brawly with the TF global.
Yeah, and I think TF's going to be looking to make that really instrumental, make matches uneven. You'd love to see, I think, out of SVU's side, right? A lot of bottom lane level 2 aggression like we saw last time. I think it might pay off really well, especially dealing with an Ezreal here, and try and get that early lead over him while he's more vulnerable. But similarly, Pioneer's going to be looking to utilize Xin Zhao, I'm sure, famously a very strong early game skirmisher, invader, ganker. So really, we'll see what happens on either side early aggression.
Yeah, Xin Zhao, very good champion, very strong early, and the ultimate can just be so clutch in a lot of these team fights. We'll have to see, how this early game pans out. I'm not sure how Sion does into the Xin Zhao early. Not many can go toe-to-toe with him, but Sion, is a beast once he gets rolling. Once he gets that HP, he can just do whatever he wants. He can go lethality, he can go any build he wants, he can do whatever he wants. And he seems always useful.
He is always useful. The trick, I think, is going to be just for P. Diddy to not farm too much, right? Volley can farm fast, and Sion's good at it, but he's going to want to make impact before he falls behind too far, because a Sion whose health pool can be depleted is a lot less useful, right? You want to be ahead on Sion, or at least eat break even. And if you lose farm, lose levels, it's going to suck.
Yeah. And let's see if they can abuse this top lane, because the top lane is very volatile here, and neither of them have any mobility outside of their summoners. So they should be able to, if they can get anything going top lane, just keep that snowballing, for their whole game.
And another thing, another ultimate thing, right? Twisted Fate can easily get to another lane, just teleport there globally. Clyde can rotate very quickly with his ultimate as well. So it'd be interesting to see some great roams coming out of top side from Scorpy on SVU's side, just as they're happening from Twisted Fate on Pioneer's side.
Yeah. So we'll probably see some less farming in the beginning. I'm assuming Sion's going to do a full clear, but Xin Zhao, he can kind of do whatever he wants, but typically wants to gank pretty early. Maybe top lane. Mid lane, I don't see Victor ever really getting caught out. Maybe a flash gold card from TF. Victor doesn't react fast enough, something like that. Bot lane, definitely killable here. Either side is killable. I think that Nautilus, if he ever hooks the brand, that guy's just going to die. So we'll have to look for that. Otherwise, this is going to be another exciting one, Josh. I don't see this game getting very snowbally one way or the other. We have a lot of lanes that could go a lot of different ways. So I'm so excited to see the decisions that are going to be made and if they're good or not.
Yeah, that's what it's going to really boil down to here, right? As we saw last game, a lot of same good decisions on both sides, and it just boiled down to the big mistake after everybody had been, eating their Wheaties for the last 20 minutes, and we're big boys.
Exactly. We'll have to see if Pioneers make any adjustments. We talk about it a lot, especially in Rocket League, where you go down, you take a loss. How do you bounce back? How do you recover? And while that loss was close, and I think the Pioneers have a lot to be happy about with Game 1, they still ultimately did lose, and that can sometimes be more frustrating when you were so close but then fell short. So I'm curious to see if they come out with a good mentality, or if it looks like they're a little shaky.
Yeah, I just based on the pig ban here, I think they're looking pretty confident, right? The amount of damage they've got spread out on the board, they're going to want to be able to have that damage everywhere. They're not going to have problems rotating damage as much as SVU did maybe last game, with Xayah being so much of it. So I really like to see some aggression out of Pioneers here. Feel that confidence, just say, okay, we're going to get right back into it. It's all good, and here's the comp we're going to do it with, because we can take the game anywhere. You really got to watch out, I think, from SVU side here, though. They've got the tank advantage over just the bruisers, right? So if something happens and everybody's stacked on top of each other, you got to think SVU's big boy is going to be able to survive, but Pioneer's boy is going to be able to dish out a ton of damage.
Well, that's exactly what we saw last game. We saw the big boys here from SVU get into that middle of that dragon fight, and they just had too much health. Right. They were too tanky, and they eventually just won the fight. So, similar situation could go here, but like you said, Brand, complete opposite from the Alistair pick. So Cole down here in bot lane for the Pioneers, this is a night and day situation, so I want to see maybe he has a lot more to offer on the Brand than he did on the Alistar, because the engages weren't great, but Brand can do a ton of damage without having to do much. You press 2 buttons, 3 buttons, and you're doing, 10k damage in a fight.
Yeah, and you can stay back. You don't have to save your flash to be aggressive.
Exactly. So, looks like standard level 1s here. No invade, no cheekiness out of the Pioneers this time. SVU looking to just kind of hold their lines. And probably going to start bot side here for the Scion. Same with the Xin Zhao. So we might meet at top scuttle. Last time, there wasn't really a fight there. So we'll have to see if Hay wants to do it on the Xin Zhao. Most Xin Zhaos elect for that fight. But here comes a possible level 1. In the bush. Darius goes into the bush against the Kled. Kled might have the advantage here. Level 1 started bear trap on a rope. Can he win? But there's the fully stacked passive here for Darius. Kled going for the all-in. Gets knocked off of Skarl. So even trade there. Both going to probably use their potions. But Kled does get dismounted, which is not great for him.
Yeah, that mount bringing a lot of health to the table for little Kled.
Yeah, poor little Kled poking around. Yeah, got his shotgun out. Luckily, he doesn't have mana this time, so the mana tables have turned in top lane. But level 1 there, pretty even across the board.
And we're seeing some interesting pathing, I think, from Xin Zhao here compared to P. Diddy's what looked like.
Yeah,
full clear.
He skipped the Gromp, go straight to his red. This might be a cheeky level 2 gank here from him. Maybe top side, maybe mid side. But I mean, you gotta think if he's not farming all that, he's got to have some kind of plan.
Oh yeah, and as Xin Zhao, you really want to be doing that, right? You've got to play early before Zion has too much health, and you can deal with him. And any fight you show up to and he shows up to, you're gonna win.
Yeah. So Scorpio doing a great job in top lane, but look at this. He's going to have Prio, and it's not going to be good. Here comes an early gank from Xin Zhao. I don't know if he's going to expect this. This could be first blood going over to the Xin Zhao or the Darius. He doesn't have his E yet because he's only level 2. He's not going to be able to escape this one. Little Kled has nowhere to go, and that's going to be first blood over to the Xin Zhao. Great gank there by Hay. Does have to use his flash, but that's first blood for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and you got to watch out for that as SVU. I think you're expecting that kind of thing out of the Xin Zhao. But
he's getting greedy here. P. Diddy in the bush, but look at this. They're roaming up. Here comes the TF, but here comes the Kled, still level 2. Where's the Victor? The Xin Zhao has no flash. He's got no way to get out of this, but they can't quite get to him. Does get the bear trap onto the TF. Here comes the knock up. This should be a kill. Yes, going over to Locker. That's huge for the Victor to get rolling early. So they had a good play, but then got totally greedy there, trying to invade with 2 health, it seemed like, on the Xin Zhao, and threw it away.
Yeah, they seemed, Xin Zhao being really smart and then not being so smart. And I think, as Twisted Fate there, you love the noble play, but it's a spicy spot to be in to try and rescue your Xin Zhao.
Yeah, great roam from him. I think he just needed to use his flash. I think he could just use his flash, live the fight another day, and been fine with it. It's not like he has to have his flash for anything in particular. So,
right.
Just kind of a misplay there. But everything's pretty evened up here then. Farm's going pretty good across the board. Xin Zhao's going to be kind of behind, though. His camp sequencing is not great. Sion's done a full clear, working on his Gromp right now. Going to probably go to his Wolves. But he's definitely in the running. But here comes Xin Zhao's looking to camp this top lane. So here it comes. Kled's not able to get out, uses his E, but can't quite get over the wall or anything. So he's going to go down. And this is what we were talking about in pre-draft. Kled got to watch that being camped. They've obviously shown their hand. They're going to camp him, and either he's got to stay back or he's got to get Sion up there. Here comes P. Diddy, though, looking to trade back onto the Xin Zhao. Where's the Victor? Where's the TF? Who's coming from mid lane, and who's going to show up first? Looks like it will be TF with the gold card. P. Diddy going to have to flash out. And Victor, you got to hope that he would have been there for that. Unable to rotate to help his jungler.
Yeah, just really slow to come up, especially even after watching Twisted Fate go up, seeing your junglers both up there fighting. Great on Twisted Fate to make that early rotation. And, I think it's a lot of what we were saying. Topside, as volatile as it is, I guess, Pioneers just recognize that and chose to play around that. And we'll see what SVU does to respond, right?
Yeah, Darius now using this advantage has a level lead on the Kled. And doesn't have Zins out here, but still likes his odds. Kled gonna take this fight though, even though he's level 4 to level 5. Darius out of mana. Kled not gonna be able to do anything. Can he get back on Skarl? No. And so he's just gonna die again there. And you really hate to see him take that fight. Down a level, just didn't have enough in the tank to take him down.
Yeah, the minion advantage was for Darius, and especially after you missed a shotgun, you're gonna be really scared.
Yeah, so I want to see what P. Diddy does. This is exactly what you warned him not to do, Josh. He seems like he's just content farming when he really could be getting out on this map, especially top lane. These ganks are free up here, but he's just electing to farm up, and we'll see if it pays off. But for now, it's putting them in a hole.
Yeah, not a lot of action in bot lane yet, which is, I feel like, a little bit surprising. I thought you'd want to push the advantage, I guess, as a Nautilus into the Ezreal. But brand poking can be really impressive too. I can understand that kind of thing. So we'll see what happens down there. A little bit of poking each other out mid lane, as per usual with the mages. And Zinzao looking for this dragon.
Yeah, Zinzao coming down, looking to start that up possibly. Sion still farming, going for his wolves. Zinzao looking to poke in, maybe take the red buff here from Sion on the second spawn. That's coming up in a few seconds.
And that's huge, right? If you're content just farming, sitting there, taking your camps, once you can't take your camps anymore because your opponent, who is already ahead and having map impact, is taking those from you. I think it's going to suck, but hopefully it can force Sion into a little more proactivity here, which he might be looking to do top lane, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to have to clear out this pink. But otherwise, this is good. At least he's providing some pressure, not letting Darius do whatever he wants in top lane, which is good. And he's going back into his jungle now. He might have to sacrifice his red buff, though. Zinzao might go over there. No, it looks like he's going to go for his wolves, so that invade's not going to turn out to be anything. Sion has screwed up his sequencing a little bit here, though, in the jungle with his red buff popping and him still being top. This might be a big mind game, though, play. The Ghost is back up on Darius, and he might be able to escape, but not sure what they're planning on doing up there.
Yeah, a lot of question marks all over the board. Not a whole lot of action recently, so plans got to be stirring in each team's mind.
So Sion probably going to go to his south jungle here. Dragon's still on the table. Zinzao picking up his red, and you got to imagine Zinzao's going to go top. We've seen it multiple times this game. Kled better be ready for it. He has a ward out. He should be able to spot it. But if he dies to this, you got to think he's going to be tilted, or maybe he's just tilted because, and that's what's going to cause him to die. But he should be able to see this. There he is on the ward, Kled backing off, and good job by him making that adjustment. They were even bringing the TF up. So great adjustment there by Scorpy. And let's see if SVU can do anything somewhere else. The TF ult is online. He can make a play somewhere, but SVU going to start this drag.
Yeah, and you love to see that Kled adjustment. But, to be quite frank, SVU taking this dragon is nice. But you got to worry about Zinzao taking this rift and running away with it a little bit, as snowballing a champion as he can be. But I don't mind the dragon trade, right? A little bit of a lead in Zinzao's favor. Probably don't want to fight him too much, given the Darius versus Kled discrepancy right now. So take the drag on SVU's side, play it a little bit safer, look to fight another day, maybe take a better fight.
Yeah, oh no, Cool Man Ray is in a bad situation. Dodges the stun though for Brand, likes his odds in a 1v2. He's gonna have to back out of this one though. Oh, he does not dodge that ulti. He shouldn't die to the Ignite and doesn't. They're trying to dive top lane, but Kled has his tower this time. The tower shot does not get blocked by the Zinzao ult. Can Kled win the 1v2? He's trying to, but he's gonna get dunked on. Can he finish off the kill? I don't think so. No, he's gonna flash in, and he's gonna go down. Way too greedy by the Kled there. Got the initial kill, should have just been happy with that. Wanted more, but couldn't get it.
Yeah, and to some degree you got to expect that, but after Darius is already backing off in your ZR, to commit your flash at that point, very risky play out of Kled. But sometimes it pays off, and that could have been really huge.
No, and you love to see it from a player who is not having a greatest laning phase, he still has the confidence to go in there trying to make a play. Still can trade in the 1 kill for the gank, and that just shows me that he's not getting too upset about this. He's not too worried about it. He knows his worth in the long run. So good job by Scorpy up there. He is going to need to catch up in CS, and that will happen hopefully over time. But he does have TP advantage, so he's not too worried about the side lanes in the long run. He's just scared about this Darius being 3-0.
Yeah, I agree. And I think you see Sion rotating up. Hopefully, Cled's also be looking for this shutdown, maybe, if they can make something happen. We'll see there. Rift Herald is still on the board. Looks like Zinzao's playing around mid, might be looking to drop it there. Rotating up for the Scuttle, perhaps. And both junglers on the same side of the map, but we see mid rotating up on SVU's side here. TF backing. This could be
here comes Victor finally rotating. Can he get the stun? Yes, he does. P. Diddy rather go for the Scuttle than go for Zinzao. He might want to change his mind. He used his ult, so he didn't have it there. But that was a good job. Good rotate from the Victor. Would have liked to see P. Diddy be a little bit more involved there and be a little bit more involved in this game overall. But they're confident in their ability to scale, and they think the farming will pay off.
Yeah, I mean, it worked quite well for them last time. We're going to see a missing Nautilus hook that time, which sucks. Seething, not missing too many of those.
Yeah, it does miss the one. Ezreal, super slippery. That's why they wanted to get their hands on it here in the bot lane against the Nautilus. It is good. Here comes another gank in topside. Kled does not have his flash, does not have his ult. Probably not going to be able to. Here comes Sion. Choo-choo train coming in with the Q charge, turning the tides. He finally shows up. It took him an hour, but he got here. It's going to get traded back. But that is a great game. Can they finish this off? So close. TF is here as well. Locker finally, he shows up too. Great job by him. They should be able to get this TF killed. Good job by him walking up, predicting the TF roam, and that is the best you can hope for in that kind of situation.
It is a lot of action.
And here comes the play bot lane. They kill the Ezreal. Plays across the board for SVU. Great job by the bot lane here. Seething and Cool Man Ray really coming into form here in bot lane, catching out the Ezreal, and they had already gotten the flash earlier, so great job by them capitalizing on that, and great job all around here countering that first TF ult.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. And SVU is now in the gold lead. I think, having a tough early game, especially topside, having the confidence, like you were saying, from every player, especially from our top laner there, to go ahead and make those plays, see what's happening, and just react very, very well and make those rotations. Everybody is going to die on Pioneer's side, and they've got to be feeling a little bit, a little bit more hesitant, a little bit more embarrassed about that than they probably were hoping to after all of them dove up there.
Yeah, they sent all their resources. They were the ones to be making the proactive play, which you love to see. But it just wasn't enough. It was countered by SVU. Great job by Locker getting up there. Great job by P. Diddy getting up there. But they are getting a ton of plates here with the Rift Herald. Kled gonna try to just at least prevent first turret, and yes, he does. So good job by him. And a suboptimal, Herald there. That's kind of the bare minimum. Locker up here, dropping the ulti. Gonna force the Zinzao ulti. Can Kled do anything here? No, he does not have his ultimate. They would like to kill this Darius. Gonna force the flash. So here's Locker coming in. We saw him last game on the Malzahar never really leave his lane at all. But now he's roaming around, and this is creating a lot of pressure. Scorpy going in, gonna get this kill. Locker's gonna scoop that one up. He's gonna push everybody back. And Victor, he is very strong in the meta right now. And guess what? Locker's been playing him for a long time.
Yeah, that roam is huge. It's just hanging up there, and the patience, just waiting in
yeah, that's an angle I haven't seen much, Josh. Over that wall, into that bush there, I haven't seen many Victor's combo from that angle, but it worked.
There's that experience you were taking play. Locker, knowing the champion, playing him a long time, paying off. SVU looking for the second dragon here.
Yeah, trying to stack these suckers up. Dragon. We did get the first one late, so it's not going to be the fastest soul ever, but it will create more and more pressure. And this gold lead is ballooning here for SVU. If they can just play smart, keep doing what they're doing, they'll be all right. Darius obviously is going to be a big threat. But here comes the ulti out of Nautilus. Can he combo it into the hook? It's barely. He's got to weave it. Yes, he does. Can Cool Man Ray finish him off there under turret? I don't know if he's going to be able to. He does finish him off, but Brand has a lot of damage of his own. But Cool Man Ray doesn't care. He's going to take him down. Here comes a flash in from Kled. Going to try to stop Darius from getting first turret, but he can't. Can he kill him, though? I'm not sure. This Darius is fed, but guess who's back? Locker 74 on the Victor, going to come up and help him out. Woo, a little boopy-boop right there. Gets the kill. No worries there. P. Diddy is finding a way to die, though. Wasn't sure that would ever happen. I guess he just showed up at the bad time. Xin Zhao cleaned up. But I'm surprised Cool Man Ray didn't end up dying. Great job by him. Can he finish this off? I don't think so. He does not have vision in that bush. He already used all his good abilities. He has nothing left, no summoners, and he is lucky to be alive. So, a lot of action there, Josh. A lot of action.
Which is awesome to see. A lot of fun to watch those fights play out. I think SVU winning early on, but then Xin Zhao coming in and really cleaning up pretty well. Taking a 2v1, killing Zion for it. And, which is, you know, a little disheartening, I think, as SVU to, after just winning such a big fight, getting a gold lead, and then losing a 2v1 like that. It's going to be a little bit of a shaker, but both teams showing a lot of competence and a lot of resilience against,
Yeah,
losing.
and Locker has become officially out of control. Victor is fed. He is 6-0. He's putting on a show, showing everybody why he's still the mid laner. A lot of new players coming in this year trying to take his spot, but Locker 74 showing up today huge with the 6-0 start. This Brand clearing a ward.
Much damage.
One laser is like 45% of his health. That's pretty fair. So let's see how they do here. Xin Zhao's going to like his odds, though, against the Victor. He's going to use his ulti. He does get stunned up, and that's an ulti for nothing. So good job by Locker there, just backing off. Didn't use his flash. Didn't have it even if he did. So, and we kind of saw Locker with a little bit of nerves there in game one with the Malzahar flash against the Yasuo, but he seems to have calmed down and really putting on a show in this game.
Yeah, no, with 6 kills on the board, as Locker, you got to be feeling pretty confident. And he's earning them too, like really smart roams, great angles sometimes, and just good overall play.
Scorpy still going for this 1v1. He's somehow gotten a level lead. I don't know how that happened. Being down 20 CS, getting killed multiple times, but he still wants to fight this Darius. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish him off. Little Kled is just too weak, and yes, he's going to fall down. So, while you have to admire Scorpy's confidence, you got to wonder sometimes maybe he should just farm.
Yeah, and between Xin Zhao and Darius, Pioneers are really looking to capitalize on healing this entire game, and SVU hasn't quite equipped themselves yet to deal with that. And you really want to be seeing, I think, out of jungle and out of Kled to look to make those purchases probably pretty soon,
Yeah, and we have a 4-0 Xayah, 6-0 Victor. Sometimes the game's just not about you. Sometimes it's about your teammates. And you got to just be smart, play around them. Don't give Darius any more kills. Don't give the Xin Zhao any more kills. And holy smokes, Cool Man Ray just barely lived. Like, I don't know if he could have any less HP and still be alive. But he does live nonetheless, so good job by him. Brand really wants this kill. Sion going up in the 1v1 against Xin Zhao. I don't know who wins this one, but probably SVU because Kled's showing up and he should be able to help him kill this off. Will the Xin Zhao get the kill? No, he will not. And Victor 1v2ing in mid lane. Darius is fed. Well, guess what? Victor is more fed. Great job by him defending that and getting a kill. Got a kill on the Xin Zhao. SVU really starting to do well here in this game. They just need to create good fights, and I think they'll have it, Josh. They just need to be smart.
Yeah, I agree. You hate to see it, especially as a team. I guess VU playing as well as they have been for the last, 5 or 10 minutes. To throw something away off of this silly mistake, I think consistency, like you said, is going to be key here. Keeping the pressure and just making smart plays. Don't throw anything away. No need to take unnecessary risks.
Exactly. And get these dragons. They're 2 away from Soul. That's going to be huge for them. Cloud Soul, while not the best Soul ever, but hey, Soul is Soul, and it leads to Elder. So here comes a fight though in mid. Do we have reinforcements here coming from SVU? I don't think so. Nautilus and Victor are super far away. So this is a 4v2 here. Side of Kled and Sion. They should not be taking this fight. They need to back off. That's just not good. But here comes the greed possibly out of the Darius going back the other way. So they give it and take it at the same time. Victor's finally here. He's going to go in, get a couple, just the 1 kill. So you got to think after that tower, they should have backed off, got ready for Dragon. Not sure what the comms are like in SVU, if they're trying to end this, and get cheeky there, or if they should have just played it slow.
Yeah, I mean, right as we were talking about, right, the greedy, unnecessary risks. You hate to see it. But game's not over, obviously. It's still a really close round. SVU still has a lead. I'm still looking for this dragon as well after
Yeah,
losing a
but
fight like
Xin
that.
Zhao is up, and he does have smite, so there's really no point in doing this. And here comes the TF ult. They aren't tracking that, but they do blow him up instantly. But can they get the Xin Zhao locker? He's going to get shut down. That's a lot of gold going over. Can Cool Man Ray kill the Xin Zhao? He needs one more auto. Oh, he gets the call back right before he dies. So he does end up killing him in the long run, but SVU did no need to do that dragon. They could have just been patient, and once again, they're pushing the tempo unnecessarily when they don't have the advantage. They just need to calm down. I think they're getting a little too excited after that game 1 win and after having the lead. They just need to let the game unfold.
Yeah, I mean, shutdown's completely taken. The gold board, reset a lot more, especially the longer the game goes on. The less and less that a 2,000 gold lead actually matters, and the more it's closing because of the shutdowns. We're going to see SVU take that dragon, though, because of the kill on Xin Zhao, which was really
heroics
awesome.
from Cool Man Ray really came in there. Yeah, you have to perfectly kite that to be able to get that kill, and he does so, barely getting his E off as he dies. So great job by him saving that dragon up for his teammates to nab, and now they're on Soul Point here. So SVU still in commanding lead. They still have an advantage here. You're seeing a lot of gold on the side of Victor and Zaya. That's the big gold advantages for SVU, but Darius and Xin Zhao have similar gold leads in top and jungle, so it's really tanks versus DPS here, Josh, and whoever gets the better fight, whoever creates a tank fight, if you're on the side of Pioneers, if you create a DPS fight here for SVU, you're good to go. You just got to play around who's fed.
Yeah, Cool Man Ray looking to get caught out in kind of a tricky spot. Ezreal taking his jump in, but top lane action gonna dodge the Darius. So
but here comes Sion, and here's a TP play. We haven't seen any of these. Here we go. Sion's here, Locker's here. This should be an easy cleanup for him. Even Seething's here, trying to say he's helping. Sion will go down to the Darius, though, but they should be able to kill him. But without Sion, they can't do anything like a Baron, which would have been fantastic. But that Darius still doing a ton of damage. And able to take down even those like Sion.
Yeah, I mean the heal tank really just coming to right there. You can see how much damage he took and was able to dish out. And got to start being able to deal with that kind of healing, right? Got to be able to kill him faster, more efficiently.
Yeah, Cool Man Ray trying to wave clear this, trying to defend the bot side. This is why you really want to see him mid lane, because he could easily be defending against the TF. He's going to go and try to get a kill. A little nifty play there by him. Dodges the Ezreal ult. Don't know if he doesn't have his feathers lined up. He's got minions to dodge the Qs. TF's on the run too. Kled trying to help him out. The 1v1 subsides in bot lane, but they are chasing TF to the edges of the earth. SVU keeping the pressure up, looking to make plays, and they're doing a great job, but the gold is evening up. So the advantage, they might think they have more of an advantage than they do. They're trying to find the TF. They don't know he went down to that, or the Ezreal rather, went down to the bush, but now he's coming up here. This should be an easy cleanup for Locker. Great kill by him. Can Kled get one? No, he's still dying. That's all he does. Locker looking for the Zanyas, does get it. Can he get to the Blast Cone? I don't think he can. He's going to get bopped back in by the Xin Zhao, and that's going to be a shutdown there. So bad fight there for SVU, and a lot of kills going over the Ezreal, and he's going to be online.
Yeah, great job of Ezreal coming back into the fight, realizing, hey, I can step in here and make a huge difference. And then another thing on Xin Zhao's part, really great ult, right? Shoving everybody together, being able to get his AoE attack on both of them at the same time, and throw them up in the air. Well fought by Pioneers. And SVU, again, getting a little cut out, being a little over-aggressive, over-chasing, without a lead anymore, really, right? And Pioneers looking to translate this into Baron.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Baron here, there's still defense and TPs available, so Xin Zhao's going to get caught out. There should be just collapse on him, but they're a little too scared. So SVU's going to run away. They could have killed that Xin Zhao and probably gotten the Baron for themselves, but they're finally using their brains, which at least we like to see. All right, moving into mid-game, late-game situations. We're seeing, Ezreal's getting his items, Zaya's getting her items, so it's really just going to come down to fight setup, Josh. I don't know, who's going to have the better fight, but this fourth dragon will probably be the big fight, the fight for soul. So if anyone gets picked off before that, you really got to be scratching your head, because that's going to be huge.
Yeah, both teams want to play very safe to be able to bring their all to this fight. Unless they see that pick, right? They're going to go for it. But SVU getting to the Dragon Pit first.
Yeah, they don't have Scion, but everyone else is around. Seething setting up the vision, looking for possibly a hook. Zaya in the mid lane, going to start shoving that out. No deep vision here for either side. Seething cheesing in this bush. This could work. Looks like they're going to go for a fast invade here. They're going for Kled, but they don't know the whole squad of SVU is on their way. So this is going to be great for SVU if they can collapse on this and get the kills. Xin Zhao's the guy you want because if he dies, they have no smite, but he's going to get out. He has his ult, he's P-ed, he's going to go in. He uses the Prowler's Claw nicely, but that's a huge ult out of Brand. A lot of damage return. This fight is not guaranteed for SVU. They did get the kill onto probably second most fed member here for the Pioneers, but they need to get back to the Dragon, get their battle line set up, and get the objective.
Yeah, they took a lot of damage for it, even though it was a great kill. So, positioning is going to be really key here. See if they can avoid.
Cool Man Ray poking the Darius. Confidence here out of the freshman, really showing up. Cool Man Ray, knowing his limits, pushing the edge. They're going for a cheeky Ezreal, still not going to get it. So that's Soul. Can they get the fight? Seething, does he have his hook? No, he's going to shoot it wide. He misses the wide open hook. You hate to see it, but that's where, in a high pressure situation like this, those are the mistakes you see.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's only, a second or third hook miss this series. But it comes down to those one or two moments, right?
Exactly. So, let's see what SVU does here with the Soul. They might start moving up towards this Baron, do the same thing they did around the Dragon. They seem to be able to get the picks, make the plays. So, gold lead is not really that big. 1,000 gold lead, kind of irrelevant. But the Dragons are in favor of SVU, and they should be able to plan around that accordingly. So, if they could just keep the Darius, keep the Xin Zhao at bay, I like their odds.
I agree. We've seen some grouping around north side with Baron being up. SVU again taking pit early, setting up vision, it looks like, with Pioneers a little bit behind. Pushing waves though, so they will have top prio for this.
Here comes Xin Zhao, and there's the hook! Seething's redeeming himself! He gets the ulti, this could be the pick they need! Can they finish him off? I don't know if they can! Seething's gonna go down to the Ezreal. Ezreal's doing a ton of damage. Xin Zhao won't not die, he finally does! They do pick up two, Brand down as well. Can they get the Ezreal? They're on the chase. SVU has lost a lot, but they have also got a few kills. P. Diddy going in with the Prowler's Claw, looking for the kill. Scorpy can't quite get the kill himself. Locker is going to get caught by the hook by Darius, and that's not good for SVU. They chased way too far for the Ezreal, and they're going to give up kills unnecessarily. So a good start to the fight, but they were just unable to capitalize on the end part of that fight, and they just needed to be a little bit more patient, and that's kind of the theme of this game.
Yeah, huge overkill, and I think, once Scion goes down there, okay, you traded jungle for jungle, they're retreating. Our health is really, not doing that well other than Kled. Maybe we should play a little more reserved, and pick a better fight where we can control, right?
Exactly, and here comes another Baron attempt here by the Pioneers. We've seen this before. We saw it last game. SVU, though, they know what's coming. Seething's here. It's not really dying quickly at all. Ezreal's over the wall at 2 HP shooting Qs. That's not really ideal. So, SVU, here comes the TP. They need to be aggressive here. They need to be confident. There's the hook. Can they kill the Brand before he does anything? He does do a bunch of damage, but they get him Kled. He is not scared. He doesn't care that he's died 9 times. He's going to go in, but Xin Zhao, this is why the champion is busted. He just doesn't die, and when he has his ult on, he really doesn't die. Locker can't do any damage outside of that circle. So this is going to be a close fight here. Humongous shield going in for the Xin Zhao. But there's Cool Man Ray finally coming in. And there is a great fight by SVU. They took control of the Baron pit. They should be able to pick this up. And they resiliently fight that one, Josh.
Yeah, really well fought. Really good reaction. As soon as everybody get back, you pull the trigger, you go, 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 go. See they're in a bad spot. Great hook by Nautilus. Start the fight. As soon as he was within range. And yeah, they're going to get Baron for it unless Ezreal...
Yeah, Ezreal going for the kill. He does get it on Scion, but not going to get the Baron. Interesting decisions made across the board, but live to fight another day. So, SVU rather, with a 3,000 gold lead. And Baron, and we got 2:30 on the Elder. So, if they can balloon this lead with this Baron, theoretically, push all these waves, start sieging, town, shop, go to this Elder, this is GG.
Yep.
Now, what are they actually going to do? Who knows? We'll see. but they are grouping up mid.
Like you said, pressure can be high at some of these, and decision making gets a little cloudy.
Oh, yeah. And you got 5 guys talking all at once, all with a dumber plan than the last guy. So let's see. Here goes Cled. This is dumb plan number 1. Going to go in by himself, diving under the tower. But hey, wait, he knows more than I do. That's a fantastic play. They're going to get a kill. They're going to get maybe another kill on the Darius. No, he's going to let him heal. And that's going to be a back off here. So they do get 2, but lose 1. So good job there. Good initiate by Scorpy. Can SVU keep the siege up? Cool Man Ray shoving. They have the Baron. Zinzao wants his blue buff. He's prioritizing that over his base. Here comes Scion going in, going to bash the tower. They should beat tower, probably inhib. And if they can get a fight, this could turn into more.
Right, this is what the sieging you're talking about, getting ready for Elder. There's still a minute 30 up, though, before that.
Yeah, Locker's low. Zinzao wants him. Zinzao is the scariest guy onto Pioneer's lineup, in my opinion. But there he goes! He is gone. Not scary anymore. So, great job by them finishing him off.
Yeah, at this point, SVU's got their anti-heal, plus there was 4 of them versus one little Zinzao. He's great early, but, he doesn't stay God forever.
And he doesn't have the ulti, so, he can't be as aggressive as he wants to be there. All right, here comes Elder, Josh. Elder, humongous buff, okay? Way better than the soul buff that they have. While the soul buff never ends, the Elder buff while it's on is just so good, so powerful. Wins you almost any team fight. So let's see if they can get it. And if they get it, I like their odds here to just push.
Yeah, absolutely. Their fights have gone really well, mostly, sort of. Except for the ones that they probably shouldn't have taken. But, SVU's comp looking really strong. Tanky boys. Zaya's big. Damage is big with Victor. So, got to be looking up to set up a good fight here in Pit. They've been first to all of these objectives, which is really great. You like to see that SVU. But Pioneers have done a good job planning counterattacks.
Yeah, and Ezreal has sneakily gotten fed, even though Zaya and Victor are super fed. Look at this bush cheese, and here comes the bowling ball. Here comes Cled. They're going in hard. They're going to focus Brand down first. This fight has gotten chaotic. Seething going in, stunning somebody, and here comes Zinzao trying to do his best, but Victor's too strong. Zaya's too strong. P. Diddy is going ham sandwich on the back line, and so is Scorpy. He will not give up. He's going to shove them out, and without a jungler, they're still going to try to get this Elder, and I like their odds to get it, but great fight there by SVU, great engage, great decision making. Seething gonna zone them off, gonna go for the hook, gonna go for the solo kill. No, Scorpy wants to get involved. He wants to change his KDA from being terrible to being somewhat decent, and he's doing a good job at it. They're gonna get the Elder, and are they gonna reset here? It looks like it, and that is a great job by them, Josh. That was a great plan. They cheesed the bush, they got the fight, and now they're in position to win this game.
Yeah, that was huge. Awesome plan coming through. And great engage using the mobility and the speed from Sion's ability to get right in there and Cud's ability to take the whole team in. You saw it instantly. The Pioneers were not ready for it, right? They split up, they forked. Some going down river, some going up into their jungle. And they got scattered, and SVU was just able to jump in between, start killing everybody, and that was that, right? Chaos took over, and SVU did great.
Exactly, and this is like what I said it multiple times already. Scorpy's mentality is just keep going in. Even though he's been down, he's not out. He's going to keep making plays. He's going to keep doing what he has to do for his team. P. Diddy going in, fighting till his last breath. And then the carries here really shining. Locker 74, Cool Man Ray really doing a fantastic job this game. They are fed, and they are looking to end not only this game, but this series. They need a minion wave.
Yeah, they're gonna need a little help. You like the aggression, the momentum, but it's important to stick. Keep playing it smart. Keep playing it smart.
Exactly. They've really got to go lead now. It's not just a couple thousand. So they should be in good shape here. If they get any type of engage, they should be able to just slaughter the ranks here of Pioneers. Pioneers doing a great job. Wave clearing, that's the only thing they can do at this point. P. Diddy gonna go in. He might just sacrifice himself to get some towers. Here we go with the engage. That's gonna be a Zaparuski onto the Zinzao. And here goes Scorpy going in again. This should be a cleanup here with the Elder Drag. There's no shot, but the brand damage is a lot. But look at that Victor and Cool Man Ray. They cannot be stopped, and look who is live. The freshmen here at SVU are living to end the game, and that is a fantastic game here. That's gonna be the series 2-0 to our SVU Knights, and that's a great way to start off the season.
Yeah, super. I feel it, feeling great after it too. SVU's got to be, feeling up for the next couple series, and it's important to take lessons from it. But freshmen really really impressive these last 2 games. I'd love to see them step up. And our veterans as well. P. Diddy doing a lot of work that first game. Kled, like you're saying, mentality, just an iron horse up in top lane. Just awesome to see these guys.
21 assists on the Kled. That's a lot, for him. He's got no way to easily get assists. So great job by him. Great job by the whole team. Locker really stepping up in the early game, starting 6 or 7-0. Cool Man Ray getting his items and being aggressive as the AD carry. But great job all around. And that is, they're 1-0 now, in this nice bracket. So we'll see how they do. These guys will be playing every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. If that changes for whatever reason, we will post it on the Instagram. And so make sure you're following that. Coach Kev, SVU. Otherwise, and the links are right below the video that you are watching right now. So if you make it less than full screen, scroll down. All the links, just click on my big face there, and that'll take you to where you need to go. So that was a fantastic game. We thank you all for tuning in with us tonight. Thank you, Josh, for joining me.
Yeah. Thank you, Kev.
And we will catch you guys next week, next Monday, 7 p.m. Rocket League, looking to extend their season and hoping to go 2-0. And then these boys will be back at it next Tuesday, hoping to go 2-0 as well. So have a good night and a good rest of the week.